Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving into The Tomorrow War, the 2021 sci-fi action flick that had me hooked, but also left me with a lingering question. I was expecting something along the lines of Edge of Tomorrow, but this one took a slightly different path. Overall, it's a great action movie, but there's one major drawback that significantly impacted my enjoyment. The movie opens with Dan Forrester, a former soldier now a happy family man, yearning for a return to service. His attempts are unsuccessful, leaving him disheartened until Christmas 2022, when the unthinkable happens. Soldiers from the future appear, announcing a losing war against alien invaders and pleading for reinforcements from the past. These aliens, the White Spikes, are poised to wipe out humanity. Soldiers are sent to the future, but casualties are high, leading to a desperate call for civilian soldiers. Dan is drafted. A futuristic device reveals he's slated to die in 7 years, making him a prime candidate. They implant a tracker, and he's off to fight a war he might not survive. And here's where the movie takes a turn. Dan, a 40-year-old man, confronts his estranged father, blaming him for his life's shortcomings. Seriously? Shifting all responsibility for his adult life onto his parents. It felt unnecessary and frankly, a bit childish. He's about to abandon his own daughter to fight a war, knowing he might die, regardless of his survival in the future. Will his daughter resent him for the rest of her life? The future soldiers are essentially cannon fodder. Many die on arrival due to a malfunction in the time travel. Their mission: rescue scientists from a lab overrun by White Spikes, huge, ferocious creatures that seem more like genetically engineered weapons than intelligent conquerors. This hints at a more sophisticated, unseen enemy pulling the strings. In the future, Dan encounters his daughter, Murray Forrester, a brilliant scientist-turned-soldier. Their reunion is strained, with Murray remaining distant and unforgiving. Why this lingering resentment after all these years? It felt like another instance of unnecessary childhood baggage overshadowing the larger plot. Why couldn't she, as an adult, find some understanding or forgiveness for her father? It's frustrating to see this adult woman still clinging to childhood grievances. The plot progresses predictably. The White Spikes are mindless, seemingly only capable of eating and reproducing. Yet, they've built interstellar ships. It doesn't add up. Murray creates a toxin to eliminate the creatures, and Dan must transport it back to the past. His attempts to save others, first a friend, then his daughter, nearly cost him everything. He prioritizes saving his daughter over the survival of humanity. Murray dies in the future, and Dan returns. They discover the White Spikes didn't arrive in 2048, but earlier. The crucial information comes not from military intelligence or scientific research, but from a high school student. Seriously? A future army led by a woman, and the key to saving the world is revealed by a teenager. They travel to Russia, find a spaceship, and discover the White Spikes were a weapon, a bioengineered payload of another race. The movie glosses over the origin of this other race, leaving a significant plot hole. They manage to kill the remaining White Spikes, achieving a happy ending. So, the overall concept is strong, a desperate fight for survival against monstrous creatures. But the movie is bogged down by a heavy dose of father-daughter melodrama. It felt like a forced emotional subplot that detracted from the sci-fi action. The focus on childhood grievances felt out of place, overshadowing the potential for a deeper exploration of the alien threat and its origins. While Interstellar also touches on family relationships, it's integrated more seamlessly into the plot. In The Tomorrow War, it felt like a major distraction. For me, this was a significant flaw. What did you think? Let me know in the comments below.